What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MD Investor, the channel where we talk personal finance, increasing our financial IQ, teaching our children so we can break the cycle of generational poverty. Today's episode is going to be about budgeting. And let me start off by saying that I hate budgeting. I'm being transparent. I hate budgeting. And budgeting is important. It's important to be able to allocate your funds to the places where you would like them to be allocated to, right? If you want to spend money in a certain area, then you want to be able to make sure that money's there, especially when it comes to our investments and buying assets and so on. It's very important. And budgeting is a very important topic. I mean, this is where you find out where your money is going. Like Dave Ramsey said, it's better to tell your money where to go than wonder where it went after it's too late, after it's gone, right? But, and I know there's a lot of programs out there and spreadsheets and all of that, but you have to know yourself. And if this going to be something that you can maintain and keep up on a long-term basis every month, to the penny, clothing, sneakers, and entertainment, and just every penny. And I know that's not going to be something that's going to work in my family. So why set yourself up to fail? That's the way I see it. And to get frustrated and to just end up giving up at the end of the day. So with that being said, like I said, I know that budgeting is key and it's important. And the main importance about the budgeting is so you can allocate funds to the things that you want to allocate to, whether it's the trips or whether it's investments, whether it's kids' college, right? You got to set money aside. What most of us do is we prioritize bills. We pay all the bills. So this is what normally happens, right? To most people when they say they're living check to check. What happens is you get paid. The money comes in. Payday. And then it goes out to all these line items. Right? So it's going to be the housing, the rent, the mortgage, the insurance. Then it's going to be the car, and whether it's the lease or the payments or the maintenance or the gas, insurance, the kids' tuition. It's going to be food. It's going to be entertainment. All the usual line items. And after that's said and done, you said, well, whatever is left, I will save/invest. And of course, like most people, there is never going to be anything left. Because if there's money there, because basically, if money is there, it's going to be spent. People will tell you, what's the purpose of money? To spend. Yeah, the purpose of money to spend, but the question is, on what? Liabilities or assets? Right? I think we all got to buy liabilities, right? But we have to buy assets too, but not everybody prioritize that. So month after month, the money comes in, it goes out, you pay everyone. You never pay yourself. So what I recommend, and what I do is let's flip that upside down. Instead of paying everyone first and then you live off the rest, whatever is left over is what you save and invest. Turn it upside down. And then take your cut first. If you want to save and invest 10%, then you take and invest 10% right off the top. You want to save and invest 15%, you take those. You want to save and invest 20% or 25% or whatever number is right for you, you take it off the top. So it's done. And then you pay your bills, everything else, and live off the rest. Therefore, when that happens, it does a couple of things. One, you don't feel guilty like, oh, another month went by and I didn't invest. I said I would, but there was nothing left over. You can be free with the remaining, free in terms of if I went out to dinner, I'm not going to feel guilty because the investment was taken care of in the beginning of the month. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's enjoy ourselves. So that's a great thing. So psychologically, you know that in the background of my life, because I almost like set it up almost like an autopilot, my investments and my priorities are being taken care of, right? I said I want to save 25%. So 25% comes out and it's invested. And then you will magically make adjustments in your lifestyle and live off the rest, right? Because now that there's less, now that there's less left over, a smaller amount left over, instead of going out to dinner 15 times for the month, now miraculously we only went out 3 times a month simply because there was not that much left over. Basically, all you did was you prioritized your saving and investment over the liability than the discretionary stuff. You just basically said, no, that's more important. So that comes first. And that's all it seems like, wow. But yeah, because you've been living, we've all been living that way. Spend, 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 pay, 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 pay. And then wonder and surprise, like we're in amazement, like, oh, wow, there's nothing left to invest. Of course not. Of course not. Because if there's money there, you're going to spend it. And especially because investments, for a lot of us, is just such a foreign thing. It's not essential. It's nice you're investing, but right, it doesn't have that immediate sense of urgency like making sure the lights are on. That's a sense of urgency. Making sure you pay the mortgage, making sure you pay the rent, making sure there's gas in the car, um, making sure you pay the car note, make sure you pay the kids' tuition, make sure you pay the insurance, right? These things have like a sense of urgency. If you don't pay, there's going to be a problem. So you flip it upside down because we're psychological creatures. We're creatures of habit. You can go on this treadmill for weeks, months, years, and you say everything is fine because all my bills are paid. All my bills are paid. Yeah, it may be fine for the companies that you're paying, but it's not fine for you. It is absolutely not fine for you because you have not taken care of number one, yourself. Who's the one working and making all this money? You, right? And you have not prepared for a potential rainy day, whether it's an emergency fund or whether it's building up your assets or whether it's paying down your high interest debt. You have not prioritized that, and you've basically been on cruise control and just coasting. So I know this may be contrarian advice, you know, because personal finance is personal, right? It's like, okay, that sounds good doing the budgeting and the spreadsheet and everything, keeping to the penny. How much did you pay? Okay, how much was 15 now, then 25? Okay. I mean, it works for some, it doesn't work for everyone. And you have to take that into account, right? You still want to get to the same goal of being financially independent. But if you know that I can't nickel and dime myself, I can't focus on the trivial stuff, I can't, I just got to pay myself first, turn everything upside down, pay myself first, live on the rest, and that way I know that my highest priority is taken care of, guys. I hope you guys got value out of this, and if there's people you think could benefit, send them the link, send them the video. I appreciate a subscription, and I will see you on the next one. And until next time, continue to command your money to grow. MD Investor out.